Okay, I'm gonna start here. Udanda Nitya Prabhu Adbhut Vikar Ashta Sadvika Bhav Uday Hoy Samakal. When Chaitanya Mahaprabhu danced and jumped high, 8 wonderful transformations indicative of divine ecstasy were seen in his body. All these symptoms were visible simultaneously. Mamsaran Samroma Vrindapulakita Shimulida Viksha Jena Kantaka Vishtita. His skin erupted with goose pimples, and the hairs of his body stood on end. His body resembled the shimuli, silk cotton tree, all covered with thorns. Ek ek danter kampa dekite lage boy, loke jane danta sab kasya padoy. Indeed, the people became afraid just to see his teeth chatter, and they even thought that his teeth would fall out. Sarvange prasvejute tate raktorgam, jajagaga gadgada vachan. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's whole body flowed with perspiration, and at the same time oozed blood. He made the sounds jaja gaga in a voice choked with ecstasy. Jalyancha dada jaiche vahe ashujal, ashapashe lokjata bijila sakal. Tears came forcefully from the eyes of the Lord, as if from a syringe, and all the people surrounding him became wet. Dehakanti gorvarna dekiye arun, kabukanti deki jena malika pushpasam. Everyone saw the complexion of his body change from white to pink, so that his luster resembled that of a malika flower. Kabu stamba, kabu prabhu, bhumite lotai, shushka kashta sampada hastana chalai. Sometimes he appeared stunned, and sometimes he rolled on the ground. Indeed, sometimes his legs and hands became as hard as dry wood, and he did not move. Kabu bume pode kabu, shasha hoya hina, jahadeki bhakta ganer prana hoy kshina. When the Lord fell to the ground, sometimes his breathing almost stopped. When the devotees saw this, their lives also became very feeble. Kabunetre nasai jo muke pode fena, amrite dada chanja bimbe vahe jeno. Water flowed from his eyes and sometimes through his nostrils, and foam fell from his mouth. These flowings appeared to be torrents of nectar descending from the moon. Seifena loya shubha nanda koilopan, Krishna prema rasikateho mahabhagyavan. The foam that fell from the mouth of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was taken and drunk by Shubhananda, because he was very fortunate and expert in relishing the mellow of ecstatic love of Krishna. Emata tandav nitya koilo kotokan, bhava visheshe prabhur praveshi loman. After Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu had performed his devastating dance for some time, his mind entered into a mood of ecstatic love. Tandav nitya chari swarupere agya dilo, hridoy janiya swarup gaite lagilo. After abandoning the dancing, the Lord ordered Swarup Damodar to sing. Understanding his mind, Swarup Damodar began to sing as follows. Seto parananata painu, jaha lagi madan dahane juri genu. Now I have gained the Lord of my life, in the absence of whom I was being burned by Cupid and was withering away. Eduya uchai swade gai damodar, anande madhur nitya kore nishwar. When this refrain was loudly sung by Swarup Damodar, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu again began rhythmically dancing in transcendental bliss. ধীরে ধীরে জগন্নাথ করেন গমন, আগের নিত্য করি চলেন সাচির নন্দন. The car of Lord Jagannath began to move slowly, while the son of Mother Shachi went ahead and danced in front. Jagannathe netra diya sobe nache gaye, kirtaniya saha prabhu pache pache jai. While dancing and singing, all the devotees in front of Lord Jagannath kept their eyes on him. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu then went to the end of the procession with the Sankirtan performers. Jagannath Magna Prabhu Noyan Hridoy, Shri Hasta Juge Kore Giter Abhinoy. His eyes and mind fully absorbed in Lord Jagannath, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu began to play the drama of the song with his two arms. Gore jari pache chole shama hoye astire, gorage chole sham chole dire dire. When Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was dramatically enacting the song, he would sometimes fall behind in the procession. At such times, Lord Jagannath would come to a standstill. When Chaitanya Mahaprabhu again went forward, Lord Jagannath's car would slowly start again. Eimatta gor shame dohe tela teli, swarate shamere rake gor mahaboli. Thus there was a sort of competition between Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Lord Jagannath in seeing who would lead. But Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was so strong that he made Lord Jagannath wait in his car. Nachite nachite Prabhu hoila bhavantar, hasta tuli shlok pode kori uchashwar. While Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was dancing, his ecstasy changed. Raising his two arms, he began to recite the following verse in a loud voice. Ja komarahara sa eva hivaras ta eva chaitra kshapas, te chan milita malati surabaya proda kadambanila, sa chaivashmi tatapi tatra surata vyapada lila vido, Deva rodasi vetasi tarutale cheta samudkantate. That very personality who stole away my heart during my youth is now again my master. These are the same moonlit nights of the month of Chaitra. The same fragrance of malati flowers is there, and the same sweet breezes are blowing from the Kadamba forest. In our intimate relationship, I am also the same lover, yet still my mind is not happy here. I am eager to go back to that place on the bank of the Reva under the Vetasi tree. That is my desire. Ei shlok Mahaprabhu pade bar bar, swarupina arta keho na jane ihar. This verse was recited by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu again and again. But for Swarup Damodar, no one could understand its meaning. Ei shlokarta purve kori achi vyakyan, shloker bhavarta kori sankepe akyan. I have already explained this verse. Now I shall simply describe it in brief. Purve jaiche kurukshetre sab gopi gan, Krishna darshan paya anandita man. Formerly, all the gopis of Vrindavan were very pleased when they met with Krishna in the holy place, Kurukshetra. Jagannath deki prabhur seba avutilo, seba bhavishta hoya duya goailo. Similarly, after seeing Lord Jagannath, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu awoke with the ecstasy of the gopis. Being absorbed in this ecstasy, he asked Swarup Damodar to sing the refrain. Avasheshe Radha Krishna kore nivedan, se tumi se ami se nava sangam. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu spoke thus to Lord Jagannath, "You are the same Krishna, and I am the same Radharani. We are meeting again in the same way that we met in the beginning of our lives." Tatapi amarman Hare Vrindavan, Vrindavane Uday Kora Apana Charam. Although we are both the same, my mind is still attracted to Vrindavan Dham. I wish that you will please again appear with your lotus feet in Vrindavan. Iha lokaranya hati godadatta dvani taha pushparanya bringa pikanada shuni. In Kurukshetra there are crowds of people, elephants and horses, and also the rattling of chariots. But in Vrindavan there are flower gardens, and the humming of the bees and chirping of the birds can be heard. Iha raja vesh sange sab kshetriya gan taha gopa vesh sange murali vadam. Here at Kurukshetra you are dressed like a royal prince, accompanied by great warriors. But in Vrindavan you appear just like an ordinary cowherd boy, accompanied only by your beautiful flute. Raje tomar sange je sukha aswadan, se sukha samudre iha nahi ekakan. Here there is not even a drop of the ocean of transcendental happiness that I enjoyed with you in Vrindavan. Amaloya punna lila koroho Vrindavane, tobe amar manovancha hoito purane. I therefore request you to come to Vrindavan and enjoy pastimes with me. If you do so, my ambition will be fulfilled. Bhagavate acche jaiche radhika vachan, purvetaha sutra madhye koriachi vanam. I have already described in brief Srimati Radharani's statement from Srimad Bhagavatam. Se bhavaveshe prabhu padeyara shlok, se sab shlokarartha nahi bhuje lok. In that ecstatic mood, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu recited many other verses, but people in general could not understand their meaning. Swarup Gosai jane na kohe artha tar, Shirupa Gosai Koila Se Artha Prachar. The meaning of those verses was known to Sriyukta Damodar Goswami, but he did not reveal it. However, Sri Rupa Goswami has broadcast the meaning. Swarup Sange Jarartha Kore Aswadan Nityamajya Se Shlok Koden Patam. While dancing, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu began to recite the following verse, which he tasted in the association of Sriyukta Damodar Goswami. Now this is a very, very beautiful verse from Srimad Bhagavatam, spoken by the gopis at this meeting at Kurukshetra. Ahushchatena lina naba padada vindam yogeshware hridi vichincha magada bodhai samsara kupa patito taranava geham jusham apimanasudiyat sadhana. Dear Lord, whose navel is just like a lotus flower, your lotus feet are the only shelter for those who have fallen into the deep well of material existence. Your feet are worshipped and meditated upon by great mystic yogis and highly learned philosophers. We wish that these lotus feet may also be awakened within our hearts, although we are only ordinary persons engaged in household affairs. So, this verse in Bhagavatam, apparently it is an expression of humility. The Braja Gopis are saying here, oh Krishna, who are we? We are just ordinary household ladies. We are cowherds. We come from the cowherd. We are, how do they say, cow maids or something? There's some, I can't think of the word, but we are simple village ladies. Our business is working with the cows and dairy like that. And there are so many great yogis, great sages. They meditate upon you. So like, who are we? We are so insignificant, and we are humbly asking that you can give us your association. So on one level, it is an expression of humility. And Srila Sridhar Maharaj in Prapana Jivanamrita, he has included it as an example. I don't remember if it's in the section of humility, but the illumination that he gives, it portrays this as an expression of humility. So on one level it is. We are very insignificant. Who are we? We're nobody. But then on another level, and we've also heard Srila Gurudev discuss this with great relish, it's also, there's some chastisement there. Who do you think we are? We're not yogis who are interested in like some abstract relationship with you. They just, also in Golden Volcano, I think Srila Sridhar Maharaj, he explains this. It's on another level. And this is actually revealed in these verses by Kaviraj Goswami. This deeper, hidden meaning. It's like if you, like in some close relationship, you'll have each other very well, and you may say something that apparently sounds like a compliment, but actually you're like poking at them, indirectly. So that's there, that element is there. So they're saying also we're not yogis who are just interested in some impersonal and distant, remote, abstract relationship with you. We're not materialists who are trying to elevate ourselves within this world, through you. We just want to love you. We want to have a loving relationship. We want to have a real, relationship with you. That's what we want, Because the context is that Krishna tells them, when they meet at Kurukshetra, Krishna tells them, oh, you meditate upon me, and then you will be able to come to me, And that's like a knife in the hearts of the Vraja Gopis, what? You're telling us just to meditate on you, to remember you, what is this, We're we're way beyond that, We're not interested in this remote relationship. We want to have a close, loving relationship with you. So they're also on one level kind of poking at Krishna here, and that we'll hear that explanation in these verses of Kaviraj Goswami. They're you're telling us to just meditate on you and try to remember you, and then we'll come to you. Our problem is the opposite. We can't stop remembering you. This is insulting. How can you talk to us like this, Okay, and now we'll hear in these following verses Kaviraj Goswami's explanation. Ane hridoyman. And this is the verse I was trying to remember yesterday morning. Aner hridoyman morman vrindavan manevane eka kori jani tahatomar padadwai koroho jadi udoy tobe tomar porna kripamani. Speaking in the mood of Srimati Radharani, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, "For most people the mind and heart are one. But because my mind is never separated from Vrindavan, I consider my mind and Vrindavan to be one. My mind is already Vrindavan, and since you like Vrindavan, will you please place your lotus feet there? I would deem that your full mercy. Prananat shunomor satya nivedan, Braja mar sadan taha tomar sangam na paile na hare jivan. My dear Lord, kindly hear my true submission. My home is Vrindavan, and I wish your association there. But if I do not get it, then it will be very difficult for me to keep my life. Porve udavadvade veshakshara made, yoga gyane kohila upai, Tumi vidagda kripamoye janaho amar hridoye, more aiche kohite na jujaye. My dear Krishna, formerly when you were staying in Mathura, you sent Uddhava to teach me speculative knowledge and mystic yoga. Now you yourself are speaking the same thing, but my mind does not accept it. There is no place in my mind for Jnana Yoga or Dhyana Yoga. Although you know me very well, you are still instructing me in Jnana Yoga and Dhyana Yoga. It is not right for you to do so. Chitakadi toma hoite vishaye chahi lagaite, jatna kodi nadi kadi bade, tade jyan shiksha koraho loka hasaya mar, stana stana na koro vichade. Mahaprabhu continued, I would like to withdraw my consciousness from you and engage in material activities, but even though I try, I cannot do so. I am naturally inclined to you only. Your instructions for me to meditate on you are therefore simply ludicrous. In this way, you are killing me. It is not very good for you to think of me as a candidate for your instructions. Nahe gopi yogeshwar pada kamal tomar jyan kori paibe santosh tomar vakya paripatti tar majhe kuti nati shuni gopi rado bade dosh. The gopis are not like the mystic yogis. They will never be satisfied simply by meditating on your lotus feet and imitating the so-called yogis. Teaching the gopis about meditation is another kind of duplicity. When they are instructed to undergo mystic yoga practice, they are not at all satisfied. On the contrary, they become more and more angry with you. Dehosmriti. In these verses, we've heard Srila Gurudev just, chanting. He very much appreciated these verses. Deho smriti nahi jar, samsar kub kahatar, taha hoite na chahe udar, viraha samudra jale, kam timingile gile, gopi gane ne hotar par. Mahaprabhu continued, the gopis have fallen into the great, so Krishna, just think of it, Krishna is standing in front of Jagannath, and he's chastising him. Mahaprabhu is telling this to Jagannath, who do you think you are? How can you talk to the Braja gopis like this? The gopis have fallen into the great ocean of separation and are being devoured by the Timingala fish, which is huge whale-like, I think much bigger than a whale fish, of their ambition to serve you. The gopis are to be delivered from the mouths of these Timingala fish, for they are pure devotees. Since they have no material conception of life, why should they aspire for liberation? The gopis do not want that liberation desired by yogis and jnanis, for they are already liberated from the ocean of material existence. I'm a little confused by this translation, but because in this verse before, they're saying how people who have fallen into the dark well of material life, they pray to you for liberation. And samsara kupa means the well of material life. And so here in this verse, it's explained, Deho smriti. Deho smriti is the opposite of Krishna consciousness. Deho is the body, and smriti means remembrance. So Krishna smriti and Deho smriti, the consciousness of our body and consciousness of Krishna. But the Braja gopis, Deho smriti nahi jar. They don't have any Deho smriti. They don't have any consciousness of the body, this physical plane. Then, what is the question of there being any samsara kupa, of there being a well of material existence? There's no basis here. So how can you tell them they'll be liberated if they remember you? They don't even have consciousness of their body in the first place. you're going back like to kindergarten and like way up at PhD. Not a good example. Some Digdarshan. They're like dying in like separation from you. This is their situation, and you have to relieve them from that. This verse is very beautiful. Vrindavan, Govardhan, Jamuna Pulinavan, Se Kunje Rasadi Kalila, Se Brajer Bhajajan, Mata Pita Bandhugan, Bodo Chicha Kemane Pasadilo. Vrindavan, Govardhan, Jamuna Pulinavan, Se Kunje Rasadi Kalila, Se Brajer Bhajajan, Mata Pita Bandhugan, Bodo Chicha Kemane Pasadila. It is amazing that you have forgotten the land of Vrindavan. And how is it that you have forgotten your father, mother, and friends? How have you forgotten Govardhan Hill, the bank of the Jamuna, and the forest where you enjoyed the Rasa Leela dance? So this is like really like squeezing the heart, this language, you forgot, it is incredible, Bodo Chitra, it is so astonishing, it is amazing, it is incredible, that you have forgotten these things. Vrindavan, Govardhan, the bank of the Jamuna, the forest, the groves, the place of the Rasa dance, the residence of Vrindavan, your mother, your father, your friends. How have you forgotten all of these things? Vidagda Vidyu Sadgun Sushila Snigda Kadun Tumi Tomar Nahi Doshabas Tobe Je Tomar Man Nahi Smade Brajajan Se Amador Daiva Vilas. Krishna, you are certainly a refined gentleman with all good qualities. You are well behaved, soft-hearted, and merciful. And of course, this is especially like, hearts, it's like piercing Krishna's heart, because of course he does care, of course he does remember, and they must have consciousness that he does on some level. So like to say like you forgot, like what is more dear to him than his own life, to suggest that he forgot that, like what could be more painful? Like what more powerful way to cause pain to someone but to suggest that they've forgotten what is the most dear to them. So it is very, extremely poignant. Krishna, you are certainly a refined gentleman with all good qualities. You are well behaved, soft-hearted, and merciful. I know that there is not even a tinge of fault to be found in you. Yet your mind does not even remember the inhabitants of Vrindavan. This is my misfortune and nothing else. And now like some turn saying, actually, you are perfect, you are wonderful, and it is simply my misfortune. This is like digging the knife even deeper, Actually, you have no fault, You have no fault. It is my fault. It is my own misfortune. Jai Shri Shri Gauranga Radha Giridhari Ji Ki Jai. Nagani apana dug deki rajeshwadem. Oh my God, it's like even more intense now. This word Gurudev, we heard him talk about a few times. Like, you know what? Just don't even think about me. Forget about me. I don't care about my own unhappiness. But look at your mother, Jashoda. What have you done to her? When I see her face, that is unbearable. Don't even think about me, Just look at what you've done to your mother. Look at her face, Nagani apanduk deki Brajeshwari muk. Here Mother Yashoda is called Brajeshwari, the queen of Vrindavan. Nagani apanduk deki Brajeshwari muk. Brajajane hridoya vidade. Kibamar Brajabasi. Kiba jiao Brajayasi. Keno jiao dukkha sahibade. I do not care for my personal unhappiness, but when I see the morose face of Mother Yashoda and the hearts of all the inhabitants of Vrindavan breaking because of you, I wonder whether you want to kill them all. Or do you want to enliven them by coming there? Why are you simply keeping them alive in a state of suffering? Because this is the thing, Krishna, he's left everything hanging. He leaves Vrindavan, but he says, I'm coming right back. And then he's always sending these messages, I'm coming soon. So they're like in this state, like half dead, half alive. Like they can't live because Krishna's not there, but they're living because they're thinking he's going to come back soon, So it's like, what are you doing? You just want, just be clear. Like if you're not coming back, just say you're not coming back and let them die in peace. But you're like, you deliberately want to keep them alive in this state of suffering. Like we hear about the hunter, right? Narada, who half kills the animals and Narada tells him, this is too cruel. If you just kill them outright, but to leave them in between life and death, this is like the most painful, horrible condition to be in. Tomar je anya vesh. This word anya means other. So you hear this repeatedly. You're wearing other clothes. You have other companions. You're coming from another place. You're here. We're meeting here in Kurukshetra, but you're a completely different person. Tomar je. The poetry is so powerful here. Tomar je anya vesh, anya sangha, anya desh, braja jane kabuna hibai, braja bhumi chadite nade, tomanade kile made, braja jane ki hobe upai. The inhabitants of Vrindavan do not want you dressed like a prince, nor do they want you to associate with great warriors in a different country. They cannot leave the land of Vrindavan, and without your presence, they are all dying. What is their condition to be? So this, it's not in English, it's hard to really render it as nicely as in the Bengali. But, to see your other dress, your other association, your other place, the residents of Vrindavan, they are not attracted, they cannot bear this. Brajabhumi chadite nade. They cannot leave Vrindavan, and at the same time, without seeing you, they're dying. So Braja jane ki hobe upai. What is there? Again, it's not really translated properly in English. It's hard to do, but upai means like a means of rescue. What will be the means of their deliverance? What is going to happen to them? How will they be saved from this situation? They can't tolerate to see you as you are. They can't leave Vrindavan, and also, but without seeing you, they're dying. Tumi Brajer Jivan, Brajer Rajer Pranadan, Tumi Brajer Sakala Sampad, Vipadra Tomarman, Asijiao Brajajan, Brajer Uday Koroni Japad. My dear Krishna, you are the life and soul of Vrindavan Dham. You are especially the life of Nanda Maharaj. You are the only opulence in the land of Vrindavan, and you are very merciful. Please come and let all the residents of Vrindavan live. Kindly keep your lotus feet again in Vrindavan.
Shunyadadika vani braja prema manehani pave vyakulita dehoman braja loke prema shuni apanake dini mani kore Krishna tare ashvasan.
After hearing Srimati Radharani's statements, Lord Krishna's love for the inhabitants of Vrindavan was evoked, and his body and mind became very much perturbed. After hearing of their love for him, he immediately thought himself to be always indebted to the residents of Vrindavan. Then Krishna began to pacify Srimati Radharani as follows. So this is Krishna's response to Radharani.
Prana priye shuno mor e satya vachan toma sabar smarane judo muni rachi dine mor dukkha na jane konjan.
My dearest Srimati Radharani, please hear me. I am speaking the truth. I cry day and night simply upon remembering all of you inhabitants of Vrindavan. No one knows how unhappy this makes me.
Brajabasi jatajan mata pita sakagan sabe hoy mor pranasam tarmaje gopigan sakshat mor jivan tumi mora jivaner jivan.
Krishna continued, all the inhabitants of Vrindavan, my mother, father, cowherd boyfriends, and everything else are like my life and soul. And among all the inhabitants of Vrindavan, the gopis are my very life and soul. And among the gopis, you, Srimati Radharani, are the chief. Therefore, you are the very life of my life.
Toma sabar premarase amake kodila vashe amito maradina keval Toma sabar charaya amadur deshe loya lakiyache durdaiva prabal.
My dear Srimati Radharani, I am always subservient to the loving affairs of all of you. I am under your control only. My separation from you and residence in distant places have occurred due to my strong misfortune.
Priya priya sangha hina priya priya sangha vina nahi jiye satya praman mor dosha shone jabe tare dosha hobe e boye duhera ke pran.
When a woman is separated from the man she loves, or a man is separated from his beloved woman, neither of them can live. It is a fact that they live only for each other. For if one dies and the other hears of it, he or she will die also.
Se sati premavati premavan se pati viyoge je vanche priya hite nagane apanduk vanche priya jana suk se dui mile achirate.
Such a chaste, loving wife and loving husband desire all welfare for each other in separation, and do not care for personal happiness. Desiring only each other's well-being, such a pair certainly meet again without delay.
Rakite tomar jivan seviyami narayan tar shakti hasiniti niti tomasane krida kodi niti jai jadu podi tahatumi manaho moraspurti.
You are my most dear, and I know that in my absence you cannot live for a moment. Just to keep you living, I worship Lord Narayan. By his merciful potency, I come to Vrindavan every day to enjoy pastimes with you. I then return to Dwarka Dham. Thus you can always feel my presence there in Vrindavan. So this is the Aprakrita Leela. Krishna is saying, I worship Narayan every day to keep you alive. And also, he's also, saying here, actually Krishna never leaves Vrindavan. That is mentioned. So he's saying, actually I'm there with you every day. On a subtle level I am there. And so you're always feeling my presence.
Mor bhagyamo vishaye tomar je prema hoye se prema parama prabhav lukaya mane sanga kurai tomasane prakate ho anibe satvar.
Our love affair is more powerful because of my good fortune in receiving Narayan's grace. This allows me to come there unseen by others. I hope that very soon I will be visible to everyone.
Jadaver vipaksha jata dushta kamsa paksha tahami koilo sabakoi ache dui charijan tahamadi vrindavan ailamami janiho nishchoy.
I have already killed all the mischievous demons who are enemies of the Jadu dynasty, and I have also killed Kamsa and his allies. But there are 2 or 4 demons still living. I want to kill them, and after doing so, I shall very soon return to Vrindavan. Please know this for certain.
Se shatrugana hoite Brajajanra kite rahira je udasina hoya Jebachri putra dane kori rajavarane Jaduganer santosha lagiya.
I wish to protect the inhabitants of Vrindavan from the attacks of my enemies. That is why I remain in my kingdom. Otherwise, I am indifferent to my royal position. Whatever wives, sons, and wealth I maintain in the kingdom are only for the satisfaction of the Yadus.
Tomaje premagun koreyama karshan anibeyama dindo shamishe punasi vrindavane braja vadu tomasane vilasi barajani divase.
Your loving qualities always attract me to Vrindavan. Indeed, they will bring me back within 10 or 20 days. And when I will return, I shall enjoy both day and night with you and all the damsels of Brajabhumi.
Etatare kohi Krishna, Brajajaite Sachishna eka shloka pode shunailo, se shlok shuni radha kandilo sakala bada, Krishna prapte pratiti hoilo.
While speaking to Radharani, Krishna became very anxious to return to Vrindavan. He made her listen to a verse which banished all her difficulties and which assured her that she would again attain Krishna. And now this is the response which Krishna gives in Bhagavatam. Mayi bhaktir hi bhutanam amrita tvaya kalpate dishtya yad asin matsneho bhavatinam madapana. Lord Krishna said, devotional service unto me is the only way to attain me. My dear gopis, whatever love and affection you have attained for me by good fortune is the only reason for my returning to you.
This translation is a little confusing.
But the 2 ways generally this verse is read is that on one level, apparently Krishna is saying that most people, they're approaching me because they want liberation. They're worshiping me to become liberated from the suffering of this world. But you gopis, you are very fortunate because you have some natural affection for me. And because of that, naturally that will bring you to me. We will be reunited, do not fear. So this is on one level, but as we know, Sanskrit is a very broad language. And so just as in the statement of the Braja Gopis, there's some double meaning there. So also here, the hidden meaning, understanding of this verse is that Krishna is saying, actually, I am fortunate. It's not that he's saying you are fortunate because you have natural affection for me, but he's saying I am fortunate because I've come in connection with the love in your hearts. That I am blessed. I am fortunate. So it is a very, very beautiful expression of the Lord. Again, highlighting this nature that we hear of the Lord, that he is subdued, by the love of his devotees. He is, he melts, before the love of his devotees. Such is the power of devotion. So today is the Ratha-yātrā day. Very, very high topics, we've just heard, which are relevant to this day. And it is also the day that Srila Sridhar Maharaj chose to begin, as we mentioned yesterday, to officially announce the start, the inauguration of Sri Chaitanya Saraswati Math. And he chose this day of such great profundity, so deeply relevant to the Rupanuga line. I mean, this is like the acme, the meeting of Radha Krishna in Kurukshetra. This is like the acme, we can say, of Gaudiya Vaishnava theology. To the extent that Bhakti Thakur said, who cares for Vrindavan? Kurukshetra is the place of real bhajan. Because separation, which is the highest conception, that reaches its zenith point in Kurukshetra. So this is like, what this mood that's being expressed here, this is like the acme of divine feeling. And it is also identified this day as a very good day to start something new, a day to begin something. So, it's very, Srila Sridhar Maharaj, always does everything very perfectly. And so the day that he chose to hoist the flag of Sri Chaitanya Saraswati Math, it is, very, very perfect. And it is also the disappearance day of Sriyukta Damodar Goswami, because it is thought that Mahaprabhu left, on Ratha-yātrā day, or maybe a day before Ratha-yātrā. And Sriyukta Damodar, he is said to be like an expansion of Mahaprabhu. He was known as like the second Mahaprabhu. And so he could not live, literally could not live without Mahaprabhu. And so when Sriyukta Damodar realized that Mahaprabhu had gone, he spent some time searching for Mahaprabhu. And when he realized he was really gone, then he also left. He could not remain without him. And so today, or maybe tomorrow, Srila Gurudev has discussed this. It's not utterly certain the precise day, but maybe he waited one day, searching one day, But we honor that today, the disappearance day of Sriyukta Damodar, most intimate associate of Mahaprabhu, knows the heart of Mahaprabhu more than Mahaprabhu himself. So it's a very, very significant day for us. Jai Shri Ratha-yātrā Mahotsav ki Jai, Jai Shri Chaitanya Charitamrita ki Jai, Shri Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami ki Jai, Shri Sriyukta Damodar Goswami Tira Bhav Mahamahotsav ki Jai. Nitai Gaur Premanande. Jai Gurudev. Didi, you want to sing? I think Prabhu looks like he's ready. You want to sing?
Hari Haraye Nama Krishna Yadavaya Namaha.
Hari Haraye Nama Krishna Yadavaya Namaha.
Yadavaya Madhavaya Keshavaya Namaha.
Yadavaya Madhavaya Keshavaya Namaha.
Para Govinda Sri Madhusudana. Gopala Radha Dasa Raghunatha Nichoy Gosai Kori Charana Vandana Yahoy Kevinana Savista Purana Nichai Gosai Jara Mohita Kadasa Sansavara Pada Velu Mura Panchagasa Kandela Charana Sevi Bhakta Sanevasa Janame Mola Ida Vilasa Nichai Gosai Jave Braje Koila Vasa Radha Krishna Nitya Lila Koi Ramakasa Anande Bolo Hari Bhaja Vrindavana Jai Guru Vaishnava Pade Jai Yamana Jai Guru Vaishnava Pada Parma Koriyasa Yama Sankirtana Kore Narotamodasa Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama Hare Hare Nitai Gora Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Nitai Gora Jaya sampai ke sisi Guru Goranga Radha Giridhari Yuki Jaya Sila Bhakti Nimala Chavya Maharaki Jaya Sila Bhakti Sundar Govinda de Goswami Maharaki Jaya Sila Bhakti Vakakti de Goswami Maharaki Jaya Sila Bhakti Sienta Saraswati Prabhu Ki Tulasi Maharani Ki All the Assembled Devotees Ki Gopremanande